Happy New Year! Here is our very first YouTube video in 2023. I am so glad to be back on YouTube. I haven't recorded for a minute, so this is really like, I think the last time I recorded was like November or first week of December. So yeah, I'm super excited. And in today's video, as you will see from the title, it's going to be a little get ready with me, okay? And also a chit chat on the 22 lessons I learned in 2022, because we're in 2023, baby. There's some lessons that I will definitely bring back or incorporate more in 2023, and there's some that will be left in 2022, that is will be left in the bin. And also while we're at it, we'll also be doing our makeup, and I'll show you how I did achieve this soft glam face beat, you know, and how I did my hair. As you know, fine babe boobies, we are Wicklistic D, and every week you're gonna see on this channel is going to be from my brand Wicklistic D. So head over to the description box and check out our website so you can get you looking like what? But I'm gonna say it loud, but you know what I'm saying. So yeah, and I'm super excited, and I want to say a big thank you for everyone that supported me in 2022. It was a good one, and we pray that 2023 is going to be much better. So without further ado, let's head right into the video. Listen, I know I left, you saw me, I was looking on, but babes, listen, welcome to 2023. So I'm looking like, if this 2023, right, my motto is to be as authentic and as original and as myself, like the best, like me, like just be me, like who I am. If you see me anywhere, this is who you see. That's what I want to start portraying as I go forward. I don't want to be hiding, I don't want to be ashamed, because in this world, right, you see these 5 fingers, they are not equal. So yes, I don't have the best skin in the world, and I'm sure I definitely don't have the worst, because there are people that are worse than I am. What I actually have is like hyperpigmentation. I suffer from acne, but it's well under control, and my skin was looking nice. I would look for a picture of before I went to Cameroon. Listen, I went to Cameroon. I spent 5 days, because I got there Tuesday and I left Wednesday. So yes, I spent a week in Cameroon, and baby, the sun is harsher than whatever you could think of. I don't even understand. So, and I was using sunscreen, okay? I was using sunscreen. I couldn't even wear makeup. For me that I love wearing makeup, I couldn't even wear makeup because it was so hot. I was getting darker and darker, and right now the skin is like a week plus, yes, a week and some change, and the face is looking a little bit better. But yes, so that's my little shebang before we get into the makeup and get into this video. So with that being said, we are going to be doing our makeup, and we are going to be chit-chatting on what I learned, you know, in 2022. So let's get straight right into the video. And while I'm also doing my makeup, I'll be showing you some little tips and tricks, and you know, because 2022 we want to look put together sometimes when we step out of our house, because we are beautiful just the way we are, but makeup makes you feel extra You know what I'm saying? Anyhow, so here is my wig. You have seen this wig on my channel before. I'm going to put it right here, and that video tells you how to install your wig, and I did exactly the same thing. The same thing, baby, the same thing. So here is the wig. Okay, and she is called Kim. I'll put the link down in the description box, and this video is going to be a chit chat, get ready with me, but at the same time I'll be showing you how to do my makeup, my hair, and a little outfit, and maybe fragrance, because I have some little birthday gift that I want to show. Actually, not birthday gift, I'm sorry, Christmas gift. My birthday is in March though. I know it's only first week of whatever, January, but who cares, right? So with that being said, let's hop and get straight right into the video. I will start with my eyebrows. When I'm doing my eyebrows, I'm sorry, I cannot talk. I just can't talk. But yeah, but I'm also going to show you a trick on how to do my eyebrows. So this is my eyebrow looking all, and we are going to do it together. So first lessons I learned in 2022. Oh, this is a lash glue. Let me show you. You can get it from Amazon. I get it from Amazon, and this is to help tame my brows. This is one trick that I'm showing you. Where is it? I thought I put all my things together before I start, but apparently not. So we're going to use the spoolie from this eyebrow pencil. So I go ahead and brush it up. So there you have it. So while I tell you what I learned in 2022, I'll be giving a little stories as well for the reason why I wrote this stuff I wrote down, because believe me, everything happens for a reason. And you know what, I'll just write down things that I'm using in the description box so you can go ahead and check it out. But some things I get them from TJ Maxx, like this eyebrow, it's called Sisters. Oh man, I don't think you can see it, but anyway, it's called Sisters, and I got it from TJ Maxx for like $3, and it does the work, so I don't need to bother. But here's how to my eyebrows. Let me bring you very close, personal, but there you go. And see here, I just give the strokes upward, the same thing upwards, and I'm doing it very light-handed, with a very light hand. I'm not heavy because I don't want it to be too dark. So there you have it. Now the second trick, right, is when you know you're saving on some coins. Some people will have foundation, concealer for under their eyes, for their eyebrows. But one thing I learned is that you can literally use your foundation and your concealer, mix them together, and have the perfect eyebrow concealer. In 2023, one thing you have to leave or let it go is that overly bright eyebrows. Like, you know, when you trace your eyebrows with your concealer, it's like 50 shades lighter than you. Don't do that. So what I would do right now is go ahead and take my concealer and my foundation, mix them together, because my foundation is definitely my shade. I'll try this again because this foundation is a little iffy, but I'll try it again. But my foundation is always my shade, okay? And then my concealer is like, I use two different kinds of concealer, but one is like 2 shades lighter, at least 2 shades lighter than me. So I will use that, put it at the back of my hand, as you can see it's light, right? Put it at the back of my hand, and then I would take my foundation, just a little bit. I can even use this and mix it just a little bit. Then that will give me a perfect shade to use for my eyebrow. And let me show you how it looks like now, because I mixed them two together, and this is how it looks like. See that? Hopefully you learned the trick. So now I'm going to go ahead and conceal my eye.
Right outside, PT, two-time baby girl, you know me.
I don't get them perfectly the same, because they're not even the same when they wax them or threaded them to begin with, so I don't fight. Now let's get to my first lesson. One lesson I learned in 2022 is that I thought I was consistent. Sister, I wasn't consistent at all. Consistency was out of the window. And I learned that I wasn't consistent because of I did like an audit of myself on my page, be it Instagram, YouTube. I wasn't consistent because I literally started YouTube before I even launched my website. So I think I started YouTube like November. So the whole year, November, 2 months before the year, and that's when I hopped back to YouTube, which is a shame for me, but that's okay. We all learn, right? We all learn. So yeah, I wasn't consistent. And then one thing also is that I had applied to a certain thing, Instagram thing like that. I've forgotten what it is, but it literally helps with creators and it helps to push you out there and everything. And they literally told me that they are sorry, but I'm not up to par because I am not consistent. That crushed my heart so bad. Right now what I'm doing is color correcting, and I'm literally using just what is this? Who remembers this? This is the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade orange, and I'm literally using it to color correct. So yeah, they told me that I wasn't consistent, and that literally bricked. I'm craving for this here consistency, and no matter what happens, to always try to at least put one video a week. Just one, nothing much. One. So there you have it. My face is all looking, you know, even. Now let's head over to foundation, and the foundation I'll be using, oh, I didn't tell you, I definitely like primed my face, and there's these two primers that I love so much, and it's the mirrored primer. I don't know if you can see. Oh. There you go, the mirrored primer and the milk primer. So those are the two primers I use on my face. Now for foundation, I will be trying this foundation. So this foundation is by Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup Foundation. It says it's intransferable, so it's transferable proof. I have no idea. I'm not really taking the time to test this because I bought it to go to Cameroon. As I said, I never wore any makeup in Cameroon, so I'm back, and so it's a perfect time for us to test it and see if, you know, it works. And it's really dark, it's liquid, that's it, that's how it looks like. I don't want to over bend it because it's going to pour, but you see, that's it, yeah. And I feel like it's, I don't know, I'm in the shade Nut Milk. Second thing I learned this year, In 2022, I felt like I was unapologetic. Like, I was very selfish, not in a negative way, of course, but in a way that I prioritized myself. I'm not selfish. I'm not greedy. That's not my personality. I'm very giving, but not at the expense where I am negative or I am at an E. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. So look at this foundation. It is fantabulous. Ah! Chef kiss. I'm just wiping stuff off. So that's lesson number 2. Lesson number 3. This one, I think I started it when I started this video. I was so insecure. That's lesson number 3. So insecure. Yeah, I was. But before I continue that, let's head over to my foundation. So there's this thing. Let's do this foundation together, okay? Keep that thought. So I'm going to be using Black Opal. And I'm going to be using it in the shade Sweet Mocha, okay? My everyday kind of soft glam, it's a brown smoky eye, and I don't do too much to it. So if you don't have foundation, if you don't have a eyeshadow palette, or even if you have, but you just want that nice brown eye that you see on Instagram, yeah, I'm gonna show you. So you take your contour stick. So this is my contour stick. I take this brush like this, put it together, or you can just apply it directly to your eyelid. Okay, let's just apply it directly to our eyelids, literally. Okay, actually this one is, scratch that. this is the one I wanted to use. Sorry, it's the same, but this one is Black Walnut. So apply it to your eye. There you go. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and take my, what is this, bronzer palette, okay, and I'm going to use these 2 shades. Are you with me? When you take that red one, this one first, dust it and apply on my eyes. And you have your eyeshadow without an eyeshadow. Okay. Oof, my legs. Alright. So my third lesson was I was very insecure. Okay. I'll be using this concealer. It's the same from Double Wear Estee Lauder, and I'm using it in the shade Deep Neutral. So I was very insecure in the fact that I did not really come on here with my bare face. Hell no. What lesson are we? So lesson number 4, imposter syndrome. My imposter syndrome in 2022 was real. I felt like I was so scared. Like I at the same time I was thinking I was myself, but thinking about it I wasn't, because there's so many things that I am, like my personality, and I don't know how to bring it. And when I try to, some people think I am very social, which I am, but imposter syndrome is real. Thinking that you're not, the thing you're putting out is not worth it. It's not good enough. It's not nice. It's not up to par. It's not up to standard. And that boils down a lot to comparing yourself directly or indirectly. Yeah. I think so. So yeah, imposter syndrome is really real, but this year I will push past it. I will fight it. I'm not over it yet, but you know, it's a process. It's a learning process that I think we can make it, not it making us or defining us, but you know, we can get past it. So if you are experiencing imposter syndrome, I want to tell you, baby, you're not alone. Okay, we are in this together and we are going to learn and fight this together. Yeah, let's go ahead and blend. And you want to make sure that you have a clean, always clean beauty blender and a little damp and soft. Okay, and this beauty blender is not even that expensive. I got it from Amazon. I'm going to link it down below. And you get a lot that you have to have a clean beauty blender. And with my own face, you know, I have acne prone skin, so I try my best to always wash my makeup brushes, my beauty blender and all this good stuff. Let's go ahead and blend before this thing dries out. But blend it out. Let's go to our next topic. So this 2023, I'm coming back with my bold looks and very colorful. My skin problem doesn't define my beauty. I was thinking that, you know, and some days, I think every female experiences, some days you wake up, you feel so beautiful, and some days you wake up, you're like, what in the Holy Spirit is this? This is contour, and I'm using the same thing I used on my eyes. I'm gonna use it to contour, and look at where I placed them. You see where this my ear bone is, right? This, I don't know, the tip of your ear, that's where you contour. You don't contour down here, you contour up, because if you contour down, right, and you're blending, it comes further down, so that's why you're looking like an apple. You don't want to look like a Coca-Cola, but you want to have that shape. Okay, you want to snatch your face. So you blend, you put your contour here. So see what I'm doing. See that? Okay. And one thing is also because I have my lace and I don't want to stain my lace too much, so I'm going to use this deep right here and just and you can snatch your face down here too. See, people do this a lot. Let's just do it. Sometimes you just do it. Okay, don't ask me why. I'm kidding. Blending time. I'm going to use this brush to blend, and you blend upwards. Don't blend down. Don't blend like this. Blowing. Another thing I learned is that my imperfection moves me to strive to be better. As we all know, we are imperfect. There's no human being on earth that's perfect. Before I get back to that topic of imperfection, I love bright under eyes. Some people will do this and it's okay for them, all right, but personally I like bright under eyes, and I'm going to go ahead and go with the, there you go, I'm going to go ahead with Elf. 16 hours Camo Concealer Matte Finish. This is holy grail, very good. I recommend, and it's affordable. And this shade is probably like 5 shades lighter than my skin tone, but you see I don't put too much, okay? I just put one tiny bit oil. Okay, see how light that is? I'll put the other one over here like this. Oops. And I will let that sit while I apply my blush. If you haven't seen this blush yet, I don't know what you're doing out, unless you don't like blush. But personally, I love blush. I'm obsessed with blush, and this blush, I've had it for a very long time, and it's from Ray Beauty, and it's in the shade Love. This is how it looks like. Everybody and their mamas knows about this blush, so all you need to do is smile and apply as much as you want, but don't go crazy, because it's better to put a little and blend than to put so much and then you have too much and you don't know what to do with it. There you go. Alright, so I'm gonna smile and I'm going to blend.
You pull up at your spot, walk up on it, shoot it up. Your bitch, she on the molly, yeah, I gotta boot it up. You said that you was trapping, but I heard that's a
while that is still drying, let's go ahead and say a little thing again. My imperfection moves me to strive to be better. That's one goal of mine, and I learned that as well towards the end, which is the same thing. We human beings, none of us are perfect, because if we're perfect, all of us will make heaven. I'm sorry to say that. But and you have to accept that you're imperfect, and accept the people around you that they're imperfect. But that doesn't mean that because you're imperfect you will be the worst and nastiest person on earth. You have to always strive to do better, be better. How else do I have to explain that to you? Next. 2022, what I learned is happiness is different from joy, and that I learned from my pastor. Because 2022, one thing that we started doing, my husband and I, we started going to church. So we went to church quite religiously the whole of 2022, and I learned that happiness is different from joy. Happiness is, you choose to be happy, okay? And happiness is something that can fade. But joy is derived from God. And you know, if we are Christians, I believe everybody on this platform watching me is a Christian. Whatever God gives you, he blesses you, and he doesn't add a curse to it or sorrow to it. So joy comes from God, and that is a process when you feel like when everything around you is failing, nothing is working, but you still have that peace and that joy in your heart, knowing that it will be okay. Tomorrow go break. Like, no matter how long the night is, tomorrow there will be sunshine. There will be light after that tunnel, you know. So that is joy. Oh, see, my face is itching. That is joy, and I choose joy over happiness, because happiness will fade. But at the same time, you have to choose to be happy. But joy is it's like an action, you know. You have that peace in you when everything else doesn't work right, but you have that peace. That's joy. That's joy. So let's continue with that same spirit in 2023, because life in 2022 gave me bass boost. Let me blend and I'll be back. So that's my under eye. What do you think? Yeah? Yeah, perfect. Now we're going to go ahead and set our face, okay? And if you're not on TikTok, please follow me on TikTok at WiglisticD. And I know TikTok is very addicting. But this is one trick I also learned from TikTok, is after you're done blending, you want to go ahead and set your face before you bake. So I'll be using my Charlotte Tilbury in, what's the shade? It's very light though, medium. And all you do is, you know, take okay. See that? Matte. And one other thing I've been enjoying so far, this translucent powder from S1. I've forgotten how they call it, but it's pretty good. Now you can go ahead and bake. And some people don't like to bake. I personally bake because I'm very oily, so that helps to control my oil. So that's why I bake. But if you're dry, like you have dry skin, you don't have to bake. You can just set your face and then spray it and good to go. So this is for my why that is baking. Where were we? Well, the next thing I learned is that I was very lazy. As much as, you know, that's the thing, it boils down to inconsistency. If you're inconsistent, you're lazy. You're lazy. You're lazy. Period. We move. This year, we're not going to be lazy. We're not. Because we have some goals we want to achieve in life. And to achieve that goal, I can't be lazy. So we're still going to use the same blush palette we use on our eyes. We're going to use it. But I'm going to be using this shade, not this one. And you go ahead and go upwards, just the same place where you applied. My skin. And then there's nothing on this brush, on my sponge, as you can see, but I'm going to use it to like, okay, just right there.
Bobby, Josh.
Feel that you're learning to take off the hash line. And now it's blush time. As always, we love what? We love our blush. There you go. And I used an orange blush, so I'm going to be using this shade right here. And this is from Juvia's Place, Volume 1. And you're going to smile, take off the excess, and blush your life out.
I made a meal yet, but it's still nigga rich. Stick on my, stick on my, stick on. How you want it, nigga?
So now let's take off our let's take off our powder, and I'm using the Almighty MAC in the shade Dark. And the trick is you take your brush, apply it like this, tap it, not too much, and then blend. Now you take all finishing brush and blend. Next thing, in 2022, I don't know. I thought I did. Maybe I did not. Creating a beautiful life for myself is a constant thing. You have to constantly remind yourself that this is what I want for my life and go for it. Let's spray our face, okay? Now before we spray this, let's get our face, take out all the powder, and this is what we're going to be using, MAC Studio Fix, and this takes out the powder off your face. And then now after that, now you can set your face with Morphe. So it's a constant reminder which I intend to keep going and carrying it in 2023. So guess who's back? What do you think? So I applied my eyelashes. I did apply like a black eyeliner and the same brown color underneath my eyes, and this is how it's looking so far, and I am loving it. What do you think? Now we are at our hairstyle, and this is what we are doing. If you remember, this is a straight wig. I'm going to put a video. It's a straight wig, and all we are doing is adding some creams. We're adding some creams, and I do have, like last year I made a detailed tutorial on how to cream your wig. I think I'm going to link it as well. And yeah, if you need a very detailed tutorial, I have that. The same thing, the same. But the difference is that this is a straight wig and I'm doing it on myself, which is a little difficult. So yeah. So where were we? We were talking about things that we learned. So let's continue with that. Let's see. And one thing also that I learned in 2022 is that, listen ladies, you cannot rush life. I'm sorry, but you cannot. You cannot rush life, because it's just like you're trying to run faster than your shadow, right? And you just cannot. I'm using my bed head, and I got this from TJ Maxx for $10, I believe, and you get it somewhere else way more expensive. What I'm doing is spray my hair, alright, so that the coils can hold, because it's a straight wig, even if it's a body wave, and then you comb it to distribute the products. And now I'm gonna take my crimping iron and just start crimping. Look at that. Just look at this. A little commotion for the hair. I'm telling you, it's beautiful. I am obsessed with it. Okay, when I put on my whole outfit, and you're gonna see how it looks like. But this is really pretty. Alright, let's do the other side. This side is my challenging side too. Bear with me. Let me do my lips, put on my outfits, and Can you tell me where you think that I can wear this look to? But do we have control over that? I don't think so. So you decide what you want to do. Some lip gloss. You thought I was fooling you? I'm more than fooling you. These are the kind of things you think when you're looking like $1,000,000. But hopefully the video was not too long. I think it will be long, but if there's any way you relate to this video, you can leave your comments in you can leave your comment down in the comment section below. And also if there's also something you want me to learn from, you know, and whatever video you would love to see in 2023, we'll be so glad to hear from you. And don't forget to follow us, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share. And the reason why I say share this video because, you know, I did my makeup and hopefully you learned 1 or 2 things from it, and you can pretty see how easy it is to go from what I was looking like. You know, in 2023 we're not going to look like our problems, in Jesus' name. Amen. We are not. We're going to be looking fly. In shorts, when you pass around, they're going to say, who is that babe? Who are you? Why are you looking so... But every question that you might probably have in regards to makeup, hair, is going to be in the description down below. And what else? So we're going to do our makeup fit. And thank you so much for liking this video, for commenting, because I'm hoping you will. And yeah, see you in my next video, and enjoy and happy new year once more.